Let's start with a simple floor bend. Turn off the heater for me. So come to the top of the mat and open your feet apart, about hip width distance, and just coming into the floor bending position. So you're rounding your back. Maybe you can grab your elbows to start with. And just kind of dangle here. Very slowly shifting your weight to the all four directions just to see. So rocking very slowly towards your toes and then to the heels, to the right side and the left side. And very depending on how you feel on your hamstrings, you can bend the knees a little bit. Just want to feel the good stretch with the gravity from your tailbone all the way to the neck. So spine gets a little longer or kind of decompressing. You continue to rock front and back, side to side, without kind of tipping over to any particular directions. You can make a slow circle as you shift weights. This will be interesting. Toes to the right, to the heel, to the left, and then go to the opposite direction. Keep your back of your neck relaxed so you're looking between your knees. And let's relax your arms all the way down towards the mat. Just for a few breaths here, just to feel really heavy towards the mat. Still rocking to the right and left if you would. And from this position, you're gonna slowly, one vertebra at a time, come on up to standing. Scooch back a little bit. We're still on to the top of your mat, and we're gonna go nice and slow flow. Okay, so from here, as you inhale, circle your arms out and reach up and touch the palm of the hand. And as you exhale, swan diving all the way down towards the mat. If you need to bend the knees to get there with your fingers by your feet. Okay, and as you inhale, gonna look forward to make your spine nice and long. And as you exhale, palm flat, you're gonna step back into plank position. Okay, so your wrist under your shoulders, nice and strong plank, not for long. You're gonna bend the knees to the mat and exhale to lower all the way down. Instead of up dog, keep your knees on the mat. You're gonna come into seal pose. So inhaling to come all the way up with your elbows straight. If this is too much for your back, you can bend your elbows maybe halfway to cobra. So there's options here or straight. Now as you exhale, come down again, tuck your toes, coming into downward facing dog. As you inhale, look forward between your hands, and as you exhale, walk all the way to the top of the mat, hands by your feet. Inhale, look forward, long spine. Exhale, bend the knees. Uttanasana. So this is called chair pose. So your weight should be on your heels, hips nice and low, and reach up with the arms. Maybe you can look up. Take an inhale here, and exhale, come all the way up to standing. Inhale to reach up, and maybe mild back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we continue nice and slow, same way, so we can stay together. So inhaling, arms over the head, reach up, exhale, swan dive all the way down towards the mat. Hands by your feet. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands flat. Step back into plank. Take a breath here. And exhale, bend the knees to the mat. Lower all the way down. Release your feet. Chin to the mat. Inhaling to seal position. Knees on the mat. Arms are straight. If your neck is okay, look up to the sky. Exhale. Come all the way down. Tuck your toes. Inhaling to downward facing dog. Go exhale here. Inhaling, look forward between your hands. Exhale, walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Hands by your feet, so it's all aligned. Inhale, look forward. Exhale to chair pose. Bend the knees and sit nice and low. Maybe hips go slightly below your knees. Reach up with your arms. Inhale here. And exhale to stand all the way up. One more inhale to lean slightly back. Mild back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. It's getting warm. Okay, let's do one more flow like this. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step back into plank. Take one inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees. Come all the way down to the mat. Inhale to seal pose. Elbows off the mat and look up. Exhale, come down. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog position. Inhaling, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet by your hands, top of your mat. Inhale to long spine. Exhale to chair pose. Sit nice and low, weight to the heels. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to stand up. Inhale to reach up one more time, mini back bend. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's come down to the mat. Let's come on to the seated position as you calm down your breath again. We just did a little bit of the flow to wake up our cells, feeling a little bit sleepy. So now your seated position with your core hopefully nicely engaged, but spine nice and tall with your hands on top of your knees. Gonna work on your deep breath continuously. So take a nice inhale through your nose. Keep your spine nice and tall. Feel your chest opening. And open your mouth and exhale. Gonna use your stomach muscle to push all the way down towards the bottom of your belly. Okay, inhale. So sort of like a ring in the back of your throat as you inhale. And breathe out. Almost towards the end, squeeze your stomach muscle. Inhale again. And long exhale. Take a breath in. If you feel comfortable, close the eyes for the next two. And breathe out. Push all the out. One more, inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Let's bring your left hand out to the side. As you inhale, reach your right arm up and over. And exhale to lean to the side. You don't want to go too far away that you're collapsing with your chest. So keep your chest still open. The side stretch here, the side of your ribs from your waistline. Exhale one more time. Inhaling to come up and switch sides. Keep inhaling. And as you exhale, you want to breathe out into the area you're targeting, the left side of your body. Keep your hips nicely grounded with your chest open. Exhale. And inhale to come back. And one more time. Exhale to lean to the side. Keep your neck relaxed. So your eye gaze might be looking up towards the sky. Exhale. Inhale to switch to the other side. And on your inhale, come on back. Very nice. I would like you to switch your legs. If you're cross-leg position, outside legs come inside. So most likely this is a non-dominant side for you. Reach back with your hands behind your neck. Interlace your fingers and elbows in towards your face and tuck your chin and start to come down to the forward bending position. So you want to come down only about halfway, just to focus on the back of your neck, not the rest of your spine. So chin tucked. Think about nice and long neck you're creating. Once you're there, inhale and exhale. Now on your next inhale, slowly come on up. You can release your hands from the neck to on top of your knees and just make a nice and flexible movement with your upper body. So creating a body circle. After about 5, we're gonna switch direction. Two more times. You're gonna still stay aware with your breathing. Maybe inhale to half circle and exhale to another half circle. And we're gonna come back to center and hands to the in front of you and step back into all fours. I'm gonna go sideways here. So hands and knees position. Gonna turn your wrist. So let's stretch the inside of your forearm, your elbow. So ideally your fingers facing towards your knees, but if this is too painful, bring your fingers outside, away from each other. Okay, so from here, start to move your torso back. So knees under your hips and start to rock your torso back towards your heels. You don't have to go too far away to feel the edge in terms of stretch on the inside of your arms. And then rock back to neutral position and go again. Exhale, move your hips back. Try keeping your heels of the hands to the mat so it's not lifted. Exhale to come back. Just one more time as is with your arm completely straight. Finding your edge, maybe a little bit of the pain sensation on your wrist, very normal. And come on back to neutral position. So your wrists still under your shoulders. Keep your fingers facing towards your knees and start to come into cat pose. So round your back. This is kind of awkward, but bring your shoulders towards your ears. Chin tucked and looking at your stomach. And on your next inhale, start to arch your back and coming into cow pose. Look up. Exhale, round. And inhale to look up. Good. And release your fingers facing forward. Open your knees a little wider and come into child's pose. So touch your big toes together if you can and start to sink your hips down towards your heels. And stretch your arms all the way in front and forehead to the mat. Let's just settle for a few breaths here with your forehead touching the mat. And we can roll your forehead side to side, gently across your shoulders. And we want to come back to the breath. So as you inhale this time, the back of your rib cage will feel expand. And open your mouth and exhale to sink your hips down, just teeny bit deeper towards your heels. Once again, take an inhale through your nose. Back of your rib expanding like two big balloons. And exhale to release all the tension out of your lower back. And next inhale, lift your head up and take a bind with your right arm. So drop your right arm out to the side, all the way underneath of your left shoulder. Gonna turn your head sideways as well. Okay. And if your neck is okay, you can elevate your head with a pillow. Otherwise, head on the mat. Turn your sideways and stretch your left arm in front of you. So left elbow off the mat. And then shift your eye gaze, maybe look up towards the ceiling or the sky. Do the stretch in the back of your shoulder, your scapular area. And keep your hips nice and low as is. From here, you're gonna coming into your left fingertips. So the left arm, elbow off the mat. Gonna walk your left hand with your fingers to the right side. So it's a very subtle movement, but it's almost as if you're poking your face under your left armpit. So walk, walk, walk until you feel you cannot walk anymore and holding. So this is creating a side stretch here, the left side of your body. Either fingertips or palm onto the mat. Couple breaths here. And you're gonna walk your fingers, your left hand coming back to original position. And then go ahead to come up to the neutral position. So lift your head and release your right arm. Okay, so we go to the other side. Come into child's pose and take your left arm and slide under your right shoulder. So to turn your head, make sure hips stay nice and low. The tendency is kind of start to lift up like I'm in Jofo. So keep your hips low towards your heels. Turn your head sideways. Let's stay here for a few moments. Try relaxing your bottom arm. So relax your left elbow, your left fingers. Okay. So your right arm is stretching up over the head. And you're gonna make adjustment from here. So coming into your right fingertips and start to walk your right hand, to the left side. Walk, walk, walk. So you're gonna feel maybe starting from the lat stretching. But this is really the side stretch. So you're gonna feel the side of your ribs, Slide of your waistline. Once you find the edge, gonna hold. And let's come back with your right hand. Go back to the original position and start to push yourself up. Gonna stretch your legs all the way back and lay down on your stomach position. So you wanna make your body nicely aligned. And let's start with your hands in front, your forearm in front, and briefly coming into Sphinx pose. So a little compression on the lower back. Elbows are in front of you so you can relax your shoulders away from your ears, your palm facing up to the ceiling. Find the gaze maybe beyond your fingers, keeping your neck natural or neutral position. You want to relax your lower body, so kind of mindfully double checking with your glutes, your quads, keeping your knees, your shins or calf, your feet. Everything is loose, no engagement, kind of feel heavy towards the mat. Just allowing yourself to be here. So from your head and face neutral position, still in a Sphinx pose, but slowly bring your chin over your right shoulder, like you're looking behind you, like you look on your right toes. Inhale to come back to center, and we go to the other side. Exhale, bring your chin to the left shoulder. Inhaling to neutral position, and we go one more time. Exhale, chin to the right shoulder. Inhaling back. Exhale, chin to the left. And as you come back to center, you can let go of your arms and bring your chest all the way down to the mat. Let's start with your feet together, side by side, and both arms out about your shoulder height or maybe slightly lower than your shoulders. And from here, you're gonna pick your left leg up and over. So left leg up and over and touch the opposite side of your mat. And you wanna come back to center and switch your leg. Right leg up and over to touch with your big toe and come on back. And let's do this a few more times. Go at your own pace, not too fast, but not too slow. Just to find a good rhythm with your breath. Inhaling to up and over touch, and then come on back as you exhale. Each time your leg go up, your goal is to go slightly higher up towards your hands with your big toe. Try to loosen up the muscle around your spine. Feel like all bunched up at this moment. It's very normal. Yoga will help you a little more opening, relaxing, separating. So this time, your left leg up and over, and go ahead and stay right there. So turn sideways. Let me go this way. So left leg up and over. You're gonna go sideways with your body. Keep your head down low so you can relax your back of your neck. But if this is too much for your neck, again, you can use the pillow to elevate your head. Take your left arm and bring it behind your back. Let's open up your shoulder a little bit. I want you to stay here at least for a minute. me check the time here. So 1 minute long. Do a lot of shoulder, upper body opening today. So just letting the gravity do all the working here, just to feel the chest, your pec, your shoulder, opening up. When you're holding your position, we are focusing on your steady and calm breath. There is nothing else. Even if you feel like you're busy in your mind, focus bringing attention back to your breath. So continuous effort on the regard to create mind-body connection, bridged by your breath. So just feel more breaths here until you go back to center and switch sides. So releasing your top arm all the way in front of your face. And I use that as a base to come around all the way to your stomach, your body nicely aligned, and we go to the other side. Okay, so left arm out, about shoulder height, and roll onto the right side. So your top leg, your right leg is behind your body. You can play with the height of your right big toe. A little bit low, slightly higher. Once you find your position, bring your chin down, relax your neck, head all the way to the mat, and right arm behind your body. So taking a bind with your top arm, extra attention to open up your shoulder, and you're all set. We're gonna stay here for a minute. Try to make your exhale, your breathing out a little bit longer, maybe deeper. And let go of your right hand, your top hand, all the way coming in front of your face. And use that to come all the way around. Open your legs apart, about shoulder width distance, and bring your hands a little bit away from your shoulders. So right there between your hands and coming into the seal position. So your weight should be on your hands, maybe towards the heels of the hands. Elbows are straight and shoulders down away from your ears. So you're not shrugging up, looking up with your chin facing toward the sky. Exhale, lower all the way down. Bring your hands under your shoulders. And we are coming back to all fours, so hands and knees. Let's adjust the spine with a cat and cow pose on your arm. Just go nice and gentle. We were in a spinal twist and compression. So as you do the cat pose, really try to lengthening mid, lower, upper back. Follow your stomach. So go back and forth at your own pace. It's amazing how much space you can create between each and every vertebra by doing, the posture is one thing, but with your breathing involved as well. So make sure your hands under your shoulders. I'm gonna take your right arm and gonna drop all the way down. So this is very similar to the position we were in a few minutes ago with child's pose. Now your hips are up, still under your over your knees. Drop your head down low. Gonna go a little bit deeper in the upper back opening here. So use this front hand in front of you, which is should be your left hand, to kind of open up your chest and look up more. So look beyond your left shoulder. You feel more stretch in your upper back, your lats areas, your scapula. From here, keep your left hand as a kickstand, and we're gonna gently step out with your left leg. Left leg step out to the side. So your right arm and your left leg is parallel to each other. Continue to shift your eye gaze and try to look back behind you. If you have a balance, this is just optional, right? Bring your left arm behind your back, opening your chest. So now focus a little attention to the left shoulder as well. Your pec opening, chest opening. Don't fall backwards, but try to find the edge for just a couple breaths here. And to come out of your position, just reversing order. Make sure you come around with your top hand coming in front of you. Now gently you can step back with your left leg and push yourself up. So you're gonna use a lot of body weight into the bottom shoulder, so it might feel a little bit painful. But make sure how deeply you go. It's very up to you. So between too much and not enough. Take your left arm and come to the other side, drop all the way down. So this is the first position. You know, you might be planting here in terms of the pressure, the weight coming into the left shoulder, your upper back. And just play with your eye gaze, maybe look back even more. So from here, just optional. This part, your right foot step out. I'm digging my right big toe and maybe second toe to the mat so I don't slip around and roll backwards. It might be not good for the neck. So once you feel stable, again, optional to release your right arm and bring it binding behind you. And start to open the top part of the pec here, the right shoulder, your chest. Roll your chest open. And couple breaths here. So nice. So release with your top hand in front of your face. Make sure you have a kickstand here with your hands, and then gently step back with your right leg. Coming back. Do one cat pose and cow pose. I feel like I want to stretch a little bit more with my low back, but we'll come back in a bit. So let's come into the sit position. You can kneel your legs, kneeling position, or cross leg. If you have a strap, that's great. If you have a hand towel, that can do it as well. So it doesn't have to be super long. In fact, I don't want it to go too long. Let's see, go back a little bit. So you're gonna find the edge that you can keep your strap over the head without bending your elbows. So arms are straight, but not too long that you can come all the way behind your back. So find the edge. I'm making a little pulse motion with my shoulder. So my shoulder go back and forth, but very small distance. So I'm moving my shoulder, pulsing back and forth. You just want to feel this edge of this rotator cuff. and maybe backside as well, the scapula. So pulse, pulse, pulse. You're gonna keep your neck aligned, so neck not poking out or back. Try to align with the rest of your spine, okay? So just pulsing motion. And relax. You can put the strap or towel on top of your lap and making an eagle arm. So your right arm under your left elbow. So right arm under your left. You can touch your palms together or maybe grab the thumb and pull your elbows down towards the mat. So shoulders, this part, the top shoulder stretching. Keep your back rounding and start to come forward. Okay, just enough to stretch the spine, top of your shoulders. Maybe you come all the way down to the mat without lifting your hips. And on your next inhale, slowly come on back. And we're gonna do this strap thing again, or towel. So this time, see if you can grab between your hands, slightly shorter distance. Kind of challenge yourself. And align the strap over your head, neck align with the rest of the spine, and pulse motion. So shoulder blade back, squeezing, squeezing, maybe about 10 times. You want to be able to do this without bending your elbows, okay? So keep your arms straight. So pulse motion, very small movement, not going to be too big, okay? After 10, releasing. You might feel a little bit of the neck strain. Left elbow under your right shoulder. So I have a shoulder injury, so this is very different from the other side. If you can cross your thumbs and start to look down. Chin tucked, look down, and come down. Inhaling to come up. Release the arms. Gonna do one more thing for your shoulder using the towel or strap. So you can stay with the cross leg position. We're gonna come into kneeling position. And hopefully your towel is long enough to bring it behind. If you have a flexible shoulder joint, you don't even need a towel, but I need a strap. And grab the top part with your right hand and bottom part with the left hand. Okay, so start to roll your left shoulder back as you walk your fingers towards each other. Okay, so eventually you'll be able to touch the fingers, maybe not today or easily. It really depends on your flexibility on your shoulder joint. Try to lift your right elbow up, facing up to the sky if you can. Once you hit the edge, keep your neck aligned, same line with the rest of your spine. One more time to roll your left shoulder back for 3, 2, and 1. And slowly release. If you need, shake your shoulders, your hands, your elbows. And try switching the sides. So this time the top hand will be your left hand and your right hand on the bottom. And start to walk your fingers towards each other using that towel or strap. And once you hit the edge, roll your right shoulder back this time and think about lifting your left elbow pointing up to the sky. Align your neck, same line with the rest of your spine, so it's not poking your head out or back. And holding, shoulder back. 3, 2, and one, slowly release. You can let go of the strap. Hands in front. Let's see, cross your legs behind you and roll your hips down. I'm gonna have you lay down on your back. Good to take a little break here. Let's make your back relax and flat. So you're gonna bend the knees and feet onto the mat. Bring your arms down by your side and palm facing up. If you have something on the ceiling, just pick one spot to keep your gaze. Very soft gaze with your face and eyes relax. Inhale and exhale. Just take one moment to allow yourself to be. Remember, away from all the other stuff, just to focus on your breath. Bring your arms out to the sides, so your palm facing up and your hands about shoulder height. And slowly move your knees right and left like a windshield wiper motion. Knees to the right and to the left side. So moving on to the lower back a little bit from here. See how you feel around the sacrum. One more time each side, and as you come back to center, scoot your left heel in towards your bum, a little bit closer to your hip. Take your right foot and right ankle on top of your left knee. So coming into the eye of the needle position here. Great hip opener without harming your knees. So you can just hang around here or use your hands to gently push your right knee away. So for me, I feel more stretch onto the low back on the right side by pushing the knee away from my body. So if you are feeling enough for the hip opening aspect in this position, please stay here. If you want to go a little bit more, second stage here, lift your left foot off the mat. So raising up until your heel is about same height with your knee. Reach back with your hands and grab behind your thigh. Okay, so once you find a grip, bring your head down again, chin tucked, and roll your shoulder blade back. It's easy to kind of roll your shoulders in towards each other, like a hunchback. So let's create space around your collarbone. So shoulders back, shoulder blade back, and continue on with pulling motion with your hands and pushing your right knee away from your chest. So the second stage, you should feel a little bit more onto the outer edge of your right hip. Breathe out into the lower back, your tailbone, sacrum. And just for a few moments, let's bring your left leg up. So your bottom leg straight and flex your toes as if you're kicking the ceiling up with the heel. So all 5 toes facing down. Whether your left leg is completely straight or not, it doesn't matter. This is a stretch you should be feeling on your hamstring muscle here. Exhale. You're gonna release with your left leg. Release your hands and go back to the first position. So left foot onto the mat. Still your right ankle on top of your knee. Both arms out to the side. And bring your knees, your lower body to the left side. Love this stretch. So feel the stretch on your left side of your body. Once you're there with your lower body, turn your chin towards your right shoulder. See if you can relax your feet, your calf. You bring your knees. Try relaxing your muscle in your back. Inhaling to come up. Release your legs. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Press your tailbone towards the mat. Exhale, lower down. Those feet onto the mat. So if you can use your hands, scoot your right heel towards your bum. Okay, I have the needle with your left foot on top of your right knee. Gonna hang around with the first position here. So maybe you can use one hand, left hand pushing your left knee away from your chest. So either you stay here comfortably, or go a little bit more, lift your right foot off, reach back with your hands and grab behind your knee. So you see I'm flexing your right heel already. Bring your head down to the mat, tuck your chin, and roll your shoulders back. So spacious around your collarbone, shoulders towards the mat. And go ahead, raise your right leg up to the sky. So this last part is a hamstring stretch, adding to it. So kick the heel up. Again, it really doesn't matter if your knee is still bending or not, as long as you're feeling on your hamstring here. Intention is to kick the heel up to the sky, flex your toes. Couple more breaths. You're gonna release and let go of your right leg all the way down to the mat. So keep the first position with your left ankle on top of your right knee. Both arms out to the side. So from the waist down, you're turning to the right side. So turn your legs to the right. And once you're there, turn your chin towards your left shoulder. See if you can relax in this position. You know, it's kind of hard because you start to feel your back muscles start to engage. See if you can let go. So it's the waist of your body, the side stretch here. Okay, inhaling to come back to center. Release your legs. This time, both knees away from each other instead of towards your chest. Bring your knees outside of your armpit. So a little bit of the hand strength and push your knees down right next to your armpit. All the while, press your tailbone down towards the mat. Chin down, exhale here. So much length. And go ahead, bring your knees together. Bring your legs all the way down to the mat. Align your heels side by side. Corpse pose for a moment, arms down by your side. To me, every time you come back to this stillness, it's our opportunity to kind of remind ourselves, creating connection with your body, your mind. Are we still here? So hopefully you have a towel or strap still by you when I reach wherever it is. And let's stretch your leg a little bit more. So grab the strap here and put on top of your foot, on top of your right foot. If you're not reaching for the towel or that's too short, you can also grab behind your knee. So you don't necessarily have to use the prop here. Keep your left leg all the way down to the mat and right leg up to the ceiling, creating a 90-degree angle. From here, start to use your arms to guide your right leg towards your chest. So as you bring it closer towards your chest, you start to feel your right knee start to bend. That's probably your edge. Now, little adjustment with your hip. So roll your right hip down and just focusing on your good stretch in the back of your right leg, your hamstring, your calf. Again, chin down, back of your neck nice and long. And just a couple breaths here. You're not forcing or doing intense stretching, just have a good edge to hold with the calm breath. Whew. Now keep the grip with the hands to the strap. You're gonna lift your head up, head off the mat, and bring your leg, your shin, and the forehead close to each other just for a few moments. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring your head down. Let's grab the strap with your right hand and wrap around with your palm so you have a secure grip. And left arm out to the side. You're gonna open your right leg out to the side. So this is a good stretch actually for your hip, your groin. So find the height of your right leg. So you don't want to be too low, but not too high like you're feeling extreme pain on your groin. So have a good stimulation there. And once you find the edge, your right foot doesn't necessarily have to touch the mat. You find a good edge here with your left hip still onto the mat. Left arm out to the side, and then turn your chin towards your left shoulder. Feel the space you're creating all over between your inner thighs. It's a mild opening on your hip flexor on your left leg as well. Keeping your hip bone nice and relaxed. Inhaling to come back to center. I'm going to switch the grip. So the strap is coming onto your left hand this time. Wrap around on your palm. Bend your right knee a little bit. So soften your leg now. Right arm out to the side and going to the twist. So bring your right leg up and over. Try going all the way to the mat. So your right hip off the mat, obviously, and right arm out. And turn your right chin towards your right shoulder. So you're looking towards your right hand. Take a breath in and exhale. So this is actually a great posture for your digestive system, your stomach meridian, your liver. So take a breath in again. And try using your exhale, ujjayi breath through your stomach muscle. You want to keep your right leg slightly higher for this last one. Raise up a little. Inhale and exhale. And on your inhale to come back. Whew. Releasing out of the strap. And pull your right knee towards your chest. So let's use in this position to stretch your spine from your top to bottom, tailbone to the neck. And exhale, release your right leg down. So you feel kind of a little bit of the work down in the back, the right side, your glutes, right side. And I'm gonna go to the other side. So left leg up toward the sky, the strap on top of your left foot in the center. And start with your body nicely aligned. So if you find yourself right leg is outside, right in front of your body. So nice and straight. And from there, slowly, gently guide your left leg towards your chest. So each side of your body is a little bit different. So no surprise if your left hamstring is a little bit tighter than the right side. You might feel opposite way. For me, my left side is super tight. I don't know why. So just be patient until you find your position. Tuck your chin and breathe onto the area. Your hamstring behind the knee, your calf. Right, you're gonna slowly lift your head off the mat. Try to bring your forehead towards your shin, chin towards your forehead, vice versa. Use a little bit of the arm strength for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring your head down again. Let's grab the strap with your left hand. I wrap around my palm a couple times and right arm out to the side. Slowly opening out. So still keeping your right leg directly in front of you and open your left leg out. So keeping your left leg not too low, but not too high, finding an edge without rolling to the side. So make sure you still have the base with your right hip or right bum onto the mat. And I feel the opening on your hip flexor. Right arm out to the side. And then turn your face, your gaze to the right shoulder. If you notice an arch, you're creating underneath of your lower back, try relaxing your stomach. Exhale one more time. And on your inhale, come on back to center. Gonna switch the grip. So grab the strap with your right hand this time. Wrap around a couple times. Left arm out to the side. So bend your left knee a little bit. Nice and soft with your leg and go up and over. You wanna roll over this time all the way until your toe touch the mat. Okay. And left arm out to the side. Take an inhale through your nose. And exhale. So use your exhale to open your chest, your shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale. Just one more time on your arm. Inhaling. And exhale. And on your inhale, come on back. All the way to release the strap. Very nice. And make sure your body's still aligned and pull your left knee towards your chest. Both knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms behind your knees and start to rock back and forth to come up. Before you stretch your spine, I want to do a little bit of the hip flexor right here. So cross your legs in front of you and hands in front. So transitioning into the lunge position. You can go from the down dog if you like, or plank position. Always nice to do the down dog to stretch the back of your body. Once you're ready, step forward with your right foot in front of you. So left leg all the way behind you, hands in front. This is already a good stretch on your hip flexor and your left leg. You can lean your body forward and back a few times. And lower the bottom knee down to the mat and please come upright position. So your heel, your right heel directly under your knee, and both hands on top of your front knee. Now from here, you adjust your spine. So try to tuck your tailbone underneath. Right here, your torso upright position. And from here, start to sink your hips down towards the mat. So very subtle movement. You don't need to go too deeply in order to feel the stretch. Okay, once you're there, find the stillness. A little bit of the balancing action here too. And slowly release, hands down to the mat. And you can turn your right toes in, so facing the long side of the mat. And then go all the way to the other side. Oh, wait, if you do that, you can't see me. So I want you to go to the other side. You guys know what you're doing. So your hands facing towards your left leg now, right knee off the mat. So the lunge position, bring your body forward and back. And let's come back with the knee down and gently come to upright position. Hands on top of your front knee. So readjust your spine again. The reason is we tend to be like losing the lower back structure. So maybe a little bit of the abdominal muscle strength to come to upright position, then tuck your tailbone underneath. Just by doing that, you should be feeling more stretch on top of your right hip flexor. And to go deeper, you don't need too much. Just sink your hips down. So I'm not doing a back bend, more coiling your spine, creating a flexion, and then lower the hip. Okay, so once you find your edge, put it there. And let's go ahead and release. Hands to the center. You're gonna open up your legs apart and come up to the standing position, whichever the direction you're facing. Heels are aligned, hands in front. If you need to bend the knees a little bit, but I want to use this pose to stretch your spine. So once again, once you find your position, knee bend on that, let's grab your elbows and come into the forward bend. Focusing on your lower back and mid back stretching. Use the gravity to create a little bit of the length. And go ahead and bring your hands down in front of your knees. Bend the knees to get down to your mat again. Stretch your legs in front of you and seat. And you can use a strap since you have it, or you can grab your toes. So if you have a long leg, maybe you utilize your strap around your feet and come into the forward bending position. If you're able to reach your own toes, same things, to use the leverage of your arms to come forward bending position. So think about your folding your body into half. Your knees will tell you, start to rise up. That's your edge. You don't need to push your knees down. Just relax your muscle here. Your forehead towards your shin. Does not have to touch. Forward bending position. Stay here for a few moments. And on your next inhale, slowly come on up. Bend your knees in front of you. And let's create a shin box stretch here. So right leg inside of your body and left leg out. Right leg in, left leg out. Once you're there, bring your hands to the right side. So first set here, you're gonna keep your elbows off the mat. But start to walk your hands. Try to look behind you. So you're gonna hit the edge. Turn your chin towards your right shoulder. Try look back and mid-back focus to twist. Inhale to come back and switch sides. Okay, so left leg in this time and right leg out. Both hands to the left side. And walk your fingers just a couple times. You won't be able to go too far away. Turn your chin towards your left shoulder. Look back with your eyes and twist. And on your inhale, come on back. Okay, so we're gonna switch legs again. And we go slightly deeper. So initially you start the same way, hands in front to the right side, sorry, and walk, walk. You might have to come back just slightly, but get your right elbow to the mat. And then left elbow to the mat. So once your forearms onto the mat, put your left hand on top of your right hand. Gonna use your elbows as a leverage. Okay, so turn your chin towards your right shoulder. Look back and twist. Inhale to come back. Let's switch sides. So left leg in, right leg out. Both hands to the left side. So initial part is same. I'm gonna walk a couple times. And this time, left elbow to the mat, then right elbow. Put your hands on top of each other. Look over your left shoulder and twist. Use your exhale to go deeper. Maybe look back just a little bit more and twist. Inhaling to come back. Let's come to the kneeling position. If your knees hurt in this one, go ahead and come into the cross-legged. That's totally fine. I'd like to finish off the practice today with your abdominal breathing exercise. This is the cleansing part, toxins out, and also bringing a little bit more energy into the body. So exhale through the mouth sharply and pull your belly in. And when you are not exhaling, inhale happens. So relax your stomach again. So if you can see my belly, it's gonna look like this. I'm not inhaling consciously. So try not to inhale, my hyperventilate. So just relax your stomach and then inhale happens automatically. So we're gonna do this for 50 exhales in one set. And we do 2 sets of those, so 100 exhales. Ready? Inhale and begin. I lost count. I might have done 60, but I was gonna do 50. Try not to collapse with your spine. So keep your chest open, spine straight, and don't forget to relax your belly each and every time. Otherwise, you feel like you're cramping your stomach. Okay, so second set is slightly faster. Okay, ready? Inhale, begin. And long exhale. All right, that's it for today. Feel free to lay down your back if your time allows. Otherwise, using any of the posture we used today for, just creating a little relaxation time, even just a breathing part. Take some time for self-care each and every day.